Let's create. Gumbo, Louisiana style. More of a Cajun recipe. So I'm going full Cajun today. And I have a pan here. You can use whatever. I'm using this one because it's kind of large. I like to put some salt. Let's spray with some salt, sea salt, right? I have this medium high for now. Let me use some oil. And I'm going to go vegetable oil. I don't like to cook with vegetable oil, but I'm keeping this traditional. Also, vegetable oil have a neutral taste. And that's why I don't use extra virgin olive oil for my gumbo, because it dominates too much and it takes away from the taste. So what I'm going to do, I like to start with the chicken thighs. This one is skin. It still has the bone, doesn't matter. And I start with them because it takes longer to cook. Oh, some skin here. Let me pull it, right? So pull the skin out. Yeah, I have a little bit, I don't care. I also have my sausages. And this happens to be andouille sausages for the Louisiana meal. They're smelling good. The sausage you don't want to cook too long. So add them now. Give them a nice color. Maybe a couple minutes while I cook the chicken. I had the shrimp here, fresh. I'm not even going to peel it. About a minute and a half later, let me get the sausages out so we can continue cooking the chicken. Let me add the shrimp. As I said, I didn't peel it or anything. Doesn't matter. Chicken still cooking on one side. And I'm going to cook the shrimp until they're like orange. Flip. Then what I'm going to do, after they turn orange in both sides, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them aside, okay? Turn the other side after 5-6 minutes. Let it cook. You're not frying the chicken, you're just cooking, simmering, a notch above medium. After letting rest the chicken thighs, you can use chicken breast too, by the way. You can break it down now. It's not fully cooked, but you break it down, pull it out. Because you want to take it out of the bone. Now we're going to prepare the roux. The roux. Medium, maybe a notch above medium, have the heat. So I have a cup of vegetable oil for the same reason I explained before. You want a neutral oil, sunflower. Heck, even avocado might work. But vegetable oil, don't go extra virgin. And you have 1 cup. The reason you have 1 cup is because you have a cup and a quarter of flour, all-purpose flour. You're going to slowly, you're going to add it, but at the same time you're going to be mixing this. And you do it slowly, okay? And this is the part that takes love and patience. You don't want it super hot, and you want to mix this until it gets a nice chocolate light color. It's going to take some time. You cannot neglect this. I am in the 15 minutes mark. It's starting to thicken, getting darker. I'm using electric stove. About a couple notches so below medium now. At the beginning, it's not dangerous. You just do it for a few seconds, take a break, come back for a few seconds, take a few seconds break. But once it reaches the 15-minute mark, that's the danger zone because it's thickening and you don't want it to burn. Otherwise, you have to start from scratch, okay? Once again, at the beginning, you shake for a couple, 2 or 3 minutes, take a break for like few seconds, go back, stir, take a break, stir for a few minutes, take a break for a few seconds. Or if you have little brats around the house, old enough to be playing video games, have them here and do a few 5 minutes of stirring, make them useful. Or your husband or wife or partner, who cares? This doesn't have to be a one-person thing. So it took me about 20 minutes. 15 would have been enough. Believe it or not, some people take 30, 40 minutes. But I know I have to manage my time. Look at this color. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add the Holy Trinity, which is my celery, equal amount of celery, onions, and green bell peppers. And I'm going to add it after I reach the color that I want. Because once you add this stuff, it will stop getting darker. It will stop getting darker when you add this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix it. Mix. Once again, I added the Holy Trinity once I reach the color of the roux that I wanted to reach. I wanted that chocolate looking color. So let me mix it up. Oh, it smells delicious. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add garlic. It's about 5-6 teaspoons of garlic, nicely chopped. Look at this baby. Oh my goodness. And I had this a notch below medium, by the way. Now I have some chicken stock. And this is when the art comes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some of the chicken stock from here, which I've been heating up. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start adding it, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 scoops equals 1 cup. 1, 2, 3, 2 cups. So I have about 7 cups, okay? 7 cups. You can go 8 too. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to add the shrimp and I'm going to add the sausages. Now here's the thing. I know I cook everything together, but if you're going to have some sausages left, make sure you don't cook it with the shrimp because you never know who you might be cooking this for later. It could be somebody that is allergic to shrimp and stuff. So right now I added both. Oh my goodness, this looks so beautiful. And I'm going to add the chicken. Now you're going to notice that I cooked the chicken earlier, but it's not fully cooked, and that's fine because you're going to fully cook it now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I have my Cajun spice, homemade. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix everything. Give it a kick and flavor, huh? Kick and flavor. I'm not messing around, my friends. I've been in Louisiana so many times. This South, Cajun area. I've been also in the Creole area, New Orleans. I didn't use any tomatoes today. I know the history of some of the food. Spain, Canary Island, where my paternal ancestors came from, they were influential. When you see the seafood, that's the influence into Louisiana food. You see the German aspect with the sausages. I have some okra that we're going to add to thicken things up a little bit later. That's the African. You have some Native American influence. You name it. You name it. So I'm going to let this baby cook, okay? Let it cook. It's a little bit thick, but you have to let it cook, okay? It's about 8 minutes in, maybe 7, 8 minutes. I'm going to add some of this okra. It's a little bit thick, but I want it a little bit thicker. So that's what the okra does. It adds thickness. You kind of slice it and have that okra ready. Give that Western African touch. And going to let it cook for a little bit longer, okay? Look at this beauty. Oh, look at this beauty.